Hello and welcome to today's Eat Smart Nutrition lesson, where we're going to spend some time today talking about a healthy snack bar called a Larabar. And I'm introducing you to Larabars today because I know so many of us run into the issues of not having enough time to prepare an optimal health snack 1, snack 2, even snack 3 options to keep ourselves within that fat burning zone every 3 to 4 hours and still meet optimal health standards. And there's so few products out there that I would suggest and recommend eating because they're just so highly processed and refined and loaded with bad fats and too much sodium and all those things. And there's very few products out there that are healthy. Well, I'm introducing you to Larabars today because they are one of those products that are healthy and very tasty and something that is even okay to eat on a daily basis if you can make it work within your calorie budget. So why are these things so good? Let's take a look at one particular variety. Now this is an apple pie bar, and I want you to please note over there on the nutrition facts side the serving size, the servings, and the amount of calories in one bar. As you can see, there's 190. Now, probably a lot of you are thinking 190 calories, that's a lot of calories for a snack. And while those of you on 12 to 1400 calories, yes, that is a lot. So you may have to be a little bit reasonable and maybe just have half for a snack and then save the other half for a little bit later or the next day. So yes, you'll have to find ways to make these work within your calorie budgets. But for most of you above 1400 calories, these would be okay to have the whole bar for your snacks. So 190 calories in one bar. Take a peek over there on that ingredients side. Look at that ingredients list. Number 1, there's very few ingredients. Number 2, all the ingredients in there are for the most part whole raw foods. There's dates. The number 1 ingredient means that that's the most highly concentrated form of ingredient in this bar are dates. Then come almonds, unsweetened apples, walnuts, raisins, and then cinnamon. You can see them pictured underneath there. That's what's in this bar. What Larabar does is it combines all those together, it mashes them up, creates this pasty substance, and packages those ingredients into that form that you see right there. It's really, really unbelievable how they can actually make an optimal health food and create it into a package like this, into a bar form, when there's so many other junk products out there that don't even come close to this. So I want to point out a couple things here. The first is that there are 10 grams of fat. So you may be saying, well, that's a lot of fat. But keep in mind, you can't go by the total fat and assume that it's all bad. Because if you come down here and look at the amount of saturated fat, there's only 1 gram. There's no grams of trans fat. So if you take the 1 minus the 10, there's 9 grams of fat coming from poly and mono, heart-healthy unsaturated fats. And they're coming from the almonds and those walnuts. Super foods that you need to incorporate into your diet a little bit more, all packaged and bundled into this bar. Notice that there are no milligrams of dietary cholesterol. This is a plant form food. There's no ingredients there that had a mother, therefore there's no milligrams of cholesterol. If you come down here to the sodium, look at this. Good luck finding any kind of bar that doesn't contain at least 150 or 200 milligrams of sodium. They're all extremely processed and refined, therefore they need a lot of that sodium to keep them preserved and lasting a long time on the shelves. But Larabar, they found a way not to have to do that. So these 10 grams of sodium are coming from naturally occurring sources of sodium, because here in the ingredients list, do you see any salts or any sodium-laced ingredients? Here, no, you do not. So all 10 of these milligrams are coming from naturally occurring sources of sodium. Let's take a look down here at total carbohydrates. Look at this. 5 grams of dietary fiber in just one bar, coming from things like the dates, the almonds, the unsweetened apples, the walnuts, and even the raisins all contain at least some fiber, which is why this bar contains 5 grams of dietary fiber. There is no fake fiber here. Most nutrition bars and other snack bars are loaded with fake fibers so that it looks better on the nutrition facts panel, so you buy them. But in this case, it's all real. It's all healthy, and another reason why it makes these bars so good for you. Let's take a look here at the sugars, because you may be saying, well, hold on a minute. There's 18 grams of sugar. Isn't that a lot? Well, I ask you the question, do you see any added forms of sugar here? Do you see any artificial sweetened ingredients? No, you do not. So what you can assume is that all 18 grams of sugars here are coming from naturally occurring sources of sugar. So from the dates and the unsweetened apples and the raisins, that sugar source is the fructose, which is why that has 18 grams. This is naturally occurring sugars, which make it really, really good because they're whole raw foods. Now I'd like to show you another bar. Here is cashew cookie. And if you notice here, you're only getting 2 ingredients. You're getting cashews and dates right here. They mash them up, create this paste-like substance, and put them into the bar. Very tasty, very healthy. This one does contain a little more calories at 210 because the number 1 ingredient is cashews, so there's more nuts in there, which jacks up the calorie numbers there a little bit more than the prior apple pie one that I showed you. Again, there's a little more fat, but still, all of it's, the majority, a strong majority of it's coming from polyunsaturated. How about this? Look at this. 0 milligrams of sodium. Nothing in that. 3 grams of dietary fiber. Remember, we're looking for at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. This contains that because of the fiber coming from the cashews and the dates. A little bit more protein in this one. No calcium. Still, optimal health option right there. And then I'm going to show you one more because they do make more dessertish-like bars that contain a little more added sugar and sodium than the others, but still nothing compared to a lot of the other junk-like products that are on the store shelves. So here you can notice there's a lot more ingredients, but really there's not all that much. There's cashews, number 1, then there's dates, then you have chocolate chips. And those chocolate chips, in parentheses, you can see are made from unsweetened chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, and vanilla, and then there is a little bit of additional salt there. So as you can see, 1 bar, 220 calories, 11 grams of fat. Some of that saturated fat is coming from the butter, so be conscientious with that. Still not all that much, and you're still getting a lot more poly and monounsaturated fats there. Just 55 milligrams of sodium. So the salt that they're adding is just very minuscule. It's there, but not added in like all the other products would typically add. Keeps it healthy, and then still you're getting 3 grams of dietary fiber, at least 3 grams per serving. And also want to point out that the sugars here, 19 grams of sugar. Well, let's come back up. Are there any added sugars here? Yes, there are. Right there in the chocolate chips, sugars being added. So you can't assume that all the sugars in this product are natural, but still a very high percentage of them are. This is probably only using 2 or 3 grams of added sugar tops. That's not bad. This is a delicious bar and one that would be good to use for part of your snacks or even part of a dessertish like meal. So maybe at the end of the day you want to have something that's sweet but still healthy. These bars would keep yourself portion controlled but still maybe satisfy that chocolate sweet tooth. So again, I strongly suggest that if you are somebody who doesn't have time every single day to prepare optimal health snacks, which again, they should still be very simple and easy, such as a whole raw apple and a handful of almonds or a handful of walnuts. That shouldn't take a lot of time. But if you are pressed, maybe you have a job that doesn't allow you to get to the refrigerator, pull out your apple, or to your lunch bag to go get that stuff, but yet you have some pockets that you can easily keep a bar in like this. These are great things to utilize and still keep you on track to eating healthy, meeting your body's nutritional requirements, and doing it from something that's actually in a packaged processed form. So consider using them. They're okay to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and best of health to you. Bye-bye.